little noise. It always makes that funny noise. So it is exactly 1 o'clock, and I am sure more people will be joining us as time goes on. So we are doing not only our Facebook Live, but we're also doing our Zoom Live, which is wonderful. Now, we have been doing all kinds of artwork with Chrome, and what my goal is to show people that there's a lot of different things that you can do with Chrome that maybe these things that you already have in your nail repertoire, right? So let's go ahead and talk about a few things that we're going to be doing today. So as always, we always start with our nails. So these two, I went ahead and painted white, and these ones I painted black. So aren't they cool? So neat. It's just kind of cool to see the different things that we can do. I've seen people do this type of stuff with cat eye, and you can do it with cat eye pigments and cat eye chrome, and that's really neat. So let's go ahead and let's just dig right into this, because that'll be great. And then at the end of our live today, I have some really exciting news to share with you guys. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start. So I have two tips right here, and I have not painted them or polished them or done anything like that yet. So I thought, all right, let's go ahead and get that started. Now, you know, I like to use black on or excuse me, yeah, black on or white on. Okay, so these are from Accents. Okay, and then I also have Black Magic and White Magic, and these are from Profiles. Now, interestingly enough, all of this can be purchased at Profiles. It can also be purchased at the nailtech store. So just wanted to make sure that you guys know where that's at, nailtechstore.ca, and that is in Canada. So let's go ahead and do one of them white, and we'll do one of them black. So we'll start here. Now with these, and I say this every week, you have to make them very, very thin. Okay, they're highly pigmented, so you don't have to use a lot. Just one thin coat. Allow the LED lights to shine through. We'll start there. So there's our white. Go ahead and put that in our lamp here. And then we'll do a black one. And if we need to do more than one coat, oops, we certainly will. No problem. So how has everybody been doing? Mondays are, I think people have been getting really busy. They are gearing up for summer. So exciting. Lots of things to do this year. Nice and smooth. Our black. Hey, Rebecca. So happy to see you here. Popping in over your little lunch. All right, so here's our black. All right, I'll go ahead and put that in the light. And we're probably going to end up doing a second coat, so no big deal. So how has everybody been doing today? I hope you've been doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. We are finally starting to get a little bit of rain. Well, we're getting a lot of rain actually in Florida. It does this, we get for a couple weeks, we get rain, and then it kind of stops. And then we go full blown into hurricane season. So that's coming on. Florida has been, we have not been hit by a hurricane for a few years. So I think the odds aren't necessarily in our favor this year. So we'll see. And you know, when I first moved here, this is so crazy. When I first moved here, I did not realize that meant you need to make sure that you have food at your house. Like if you're not going to leave, you have to have food at your house. And that means non-perishable food, because the stores are empty. The shelves are empty. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. And then gasoline. Okay, no, we don't even talk about gasoline. Gasoline completely disappears. You can't get gas for like a couple states away. I'm not even joking. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So needless to say, we have lived here now for 5 full years, and we have learned. We've learned what you have to do. And you just have your non-perishables to start, and you have a generator. And the generator, it's not a big one. It's like just enough to keep a refrigerator going. And then we can unplug the refrigerator and turn on a little air conditioner for one room. Everyone hauls up in one room. That's great. We'll see. We don't live in a floodplain, so I don't worry about us getting in trouble that way. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we did black and we did white. The white is now curing, and the black is, I will be putting that in just a moment. So I'll be good. And we are going to do a non-cleanse top coat. So it's very important that what you have is porous, but it can't be like wipeable. You can't wipe anything off. Okay. So I like to use Outshine. This is by Profiles. So Outshine is one of my very, very favorites to use, especially for any kind of chrome. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do a coat of that. And when we're doing a coat, nice and even, you want to make sure that there's no nail dust or anything in there, any of those little divots that sometimes you get. Super important. Go get that on there. We're actually only going to cure this for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. A lot of it depends on the strength of your lamp, but I found for myself, I only need 30 seconds and then it gets exactly what I want done. So you can see my light line, nice and smooth, no breaks in it. So get that in here. All right. Like that, I just kind of swap between the two of them. All right, so now we'll just do 30 seconds instead of 60 like the last one was. We'll do 30 seconds on this one as well. And we are going to use a variety of chromes today. And this is it's kind of a fun little way to do nail art. They look super impressive, but it does not take very long. It's important that you can do salon art that doesn't take long. You can charge a little extra for, but it's not going to completely ruin your schedule book for the day. So here's our black. All right, so we'll go ahead and trade our little guys again. Okay, so now that this one is ready, this is the next thing we do. We actually pick out what chromes we want to use today. Okay, so with this one, I really liked how this one turned out. I used like a holographic gold, a holographic silver, and like a rainbow chrome. That's everything I did here. So we're going to do that on this one. Or we could do, these are like the different like peacock colors, or we can do some of the pinks or golds. Like there's a lot of different things that we can do in here as well. So maybe we'll grab that one. All right, so let's do that. So let's grab, so we have gold, we have silver, we have rainbow. These are all from Profiles, and you can get this at the nailtech.store.ca. Super that they are in Canada, so you don't have to worry about that crazy shipping over borders. So that's really great. So this is the next step. So we grab our little chrome and we just kind of put it in some places. Just kind of splotched in different places. Okay, so there's some silver. Okay. And then move that out of the way. We'll grab some gold. Here's our gold. Rub it in here, maybe a little bit over here, down here. And then we're going to grab our rainbow effect. Now this one is really pretty. It changes colors kind of depending on what color you put it over. So we're going to be putting it over white, and it takes on kind of like a pinky green hue actually. So I'm going to do this pinky green over here. Just make sure the whole thing is covered. Move that out of the way. And we just rub it in. Okay. That doesn't really look very special, does it? I mean, it's pretty on its own, but we definitely want something more than that. So we're gonna just set that one to the side. We're gonna grab our black. And we are going to do something similar, but we're going to use some different colors this time, okay? Just because it's kind of fun. You have the different ones in stock. We'll just use different ones. Okay, so I have this one. Now, this is a white, but depending on what color you put it over, it also takes on a different color. So this one actually turns kind of like a pinky color. So we're going to grab that. We're going to see how cool that is? All right, so we'll move the pinky white color out of the way. These are really kind of neat to use like over a French manicure. You get a really nice coat, just a nice kind of color. We'll grab our white chrome again. Throw that on there. See, that's where it turns like that goldy green. And then I want to use some of that cool like peacock color. So we'll go ahead and change out our peacock. Our peacock color. One more up here. This one looks so pretty when you start putting it with your different finishes. And then I have this really awesome like dark burnt color. We're going to use the dark burnt color. So here is, I'll show you this one. Super dark, kind of a real pretty brown color, but it's not really. Kind of use that just to fill in some of your blanks, okay? There. So that also looks pretty cool all on its own, but we are going to do some artwork over the top of it. That's where the next step comes in, okay? So let's go ahead and take this and rub it in. Get all our little extra off. Isn't that pretty? It's actually just really pretty all on its own. We fold this out of the way. We don't see any of those funny colors in the background. Okay, so this is where we go next. We grab our palette. Always have our palette, right? And we're going to use a dotting tool. Now you can use a dotting tool like this. This one has a little brush on one end and a dotter on the other. So we're going to use that. We're going to grab a top coat. And you can use your outshine. You can use, let's see here, you can use top gloss. You can use super top. You can use your shine on by Accents. So I'm going to use. So we'll grab that, drop it on my palette here. I love Shine On. Such a good one. Okay, so here's my little dollop. You can see that here, right here. That little sound effects are crazy. Okay, so let's just do something kind of random, not super like methodical with this one, okay? I really like this kind of style. If you wanted to do like a leopard print or something, this would be pretty cool too. So we'll just do like big dots right on top of that chrome. Big dots. And then we'll do some littler dots. Now, let's talk about dots for a second. Do you know how to make a big dot nice and round? And then you can do like graduated dots where it's like a big dot down to a medium-sized dot to a smaller dot. I'm going to show you some tricks on how to do that with our next nail, because this one we just kind of are doing super random, but with our next nail, it's not going to be random. We want it a little bit more methodical in our approach, right? So we'll do all different size dots. Do even the teeny tiny ones. If you wanted to do something like straight out of the 80s, because the 80s have been pretty cool. 80s, 90s, that hot crazy pigmenty colors that are coming back, you could always come through here and do like shapes. Like you could paint shapes in here. Make this one a little bigger. All right, that looks pretty good. Nice little, it looks like little raindrops kind of. Now, could you imagine doing like a green chrome and then putting little raindrops on top of it? Oh, that would be pretty cool. Just giving it a once over to make sure I like how everything is placed if I need to make anything bigger. Okay, looks pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and cure this, and we'll cure it for 60 seconds. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more stuff on my palette. Get it out of the way here. Okay, now with this next one, this is a nail that was black. Here's more on our palette. Now we're going to do more of like a, I want to say like a mandala style with this one. Okay, so we're going to start with a big dot right in the center. So we'll go about right here. Do a big dot. It's important not to drag your top coat, like have a dribble or a drizzle across your nail. You would be very disappointed. Okay, so here's our big dot. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna do a little bit smaller next to it. And then we're gonna do a little bit smaller next to that. And then we're gonna touch again without reloading our daughter, and touch again, and touch again, touch again. So now we can see that it's kind of graduated, right? Here's the problem. If I come back and I reload my daughter and I'm going to go here and touch one of these, then I'm going to get a big dot right here. So this is how you fix that, okay? So you have your daughter, and you know that if you dot here, you're not going to be too big. So if you do it again, do it again, again, you just have to keep following your graduation. There we go. And one more. Okay. Now let's flip it around and do it on the other side. Okay. There, a little bit bigger. Maybe add a little more. Because my dots kind of got a little sideways there. I guess that's what I get for doing nail art through a camera, right? Again, again, again. Okay, and then we're gonna go and do one here. Okay, we'll do one right here. This would be really, oh my goodness, this could be so cool for like a winter nail if you wanted to do, you could do like snowflakes this way, do like a real pretty blue and white in the background. You'll see what we're moving on to next here, okay? And then we're gonna grab, I guess we'll go there since I touched it on accident. See what I'm saying? Don't touch things on accident. Here, a little bigger, here, and here. All right, and then we'll do the same here, okay? Grab here. And here, and here. And here, and here, and here. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. I can see where a couple of these actually kind of blended together. That is not what you want to do. So I should have, maybe I'll just connect them. That's all right, we'll just connect them. Okay, we'll just use our little tiny brush and connect that into a pretty little diamond shape. The best we can with our little diamond. Yeah, we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. It's all right. What does Bob Ross always say? It's a happy accident, right? And then we can actually, we can do some cool stuff with this actually. Okay, so there we go with that one. All right, now let's go ahead and cure this. Okay, so we're gonna get this cured. Pop this in here. All right, so here's our other one. Now this is the next step. And this is the easiest part. So we grab our alcohol and we're actually gonna just wipe everything off that we don't want to see in the background. To have our alcohol, the only thing that we're going to see is the chrome under those dots, okay? Kind of scrub it out. And because what we had underneath was already top coated, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to re-protect it. This whole nail is protected and ready to go. Now, last week I showed you how to use two-toning, so you could always do like a matte finish if you wanted. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? It almost has like a tiger eye finish. Do you see that? See how cool that is? So that is how we do that. So now let me grab our black eye here. Oops. Ignore me as it goes flying across the room. All right, and here's this one, and we'll do the same thing. Go ahead and take our alcohol to it. And just scrub, scrub, scrub. Now, where that one kind of like dribbled together, that's okay. We're gonna fix that and I'm gonna show you how, and it's gonna look really awesome. Another little tip or trick with our chrome, okay? So there, check that out. Isn't that neat? Isn't that so pretty? It's just so pretty how everything comes together. Okay, so let's do this. So now that we've seen that, and we have like this little dollop in the middle, but obviously it's not what we wanted, but we're gonna work with it. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab our palette again. You want this nail? I could give you this nail. I wish you could come to Florida, my friend. Okay, so let's grab some of our outshine. All right, we'll do that. This will be fun. So we'll do that. Let's grab our silver hollow. Remember how you dip in there and just spin it around. Kind of see that in the camera. Let's get this over here so you can see what we're doing. All right, a little more here. So now what we can do is we can actually make this look kind of like a gemstone. So that's going to be pretty cool. Let me see if I have my silver. Okay. Hold tight. I'm going to grab my silver. There it is. Okay, here's my super silver. So here's there, you see how that looks totally different. I kind of love that. Yes. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we'll make this look like a pendant or like a gemstone or something like that. So that's what we can do next. So we're just gonna grab that same little tiny brush that we had and let's do this. So we'll go here and we're gonna be able to really make those lines nice and straight and strict. Go. This kind of looks like a mood ring. Don't you think? I think it looks like a mood ring and they look so awesome. Yes, I mixed chrome into the top coat. Great question. This is kind of We can do this all around. We can do all kinds of things with our chrome in the top coat. And then because it's already top coated, you know that it's not going to cause any damage. It's not, you don't need to re-top coat it. And look, you could actually come through here with your chrome and you could do like double dots if you want. There we go. Secondary little dots on the top there. Give it a little 3D feel. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. A little more on this side. Doot, doot. You like it. I always make my little sound effects. Sorry for those that thinking, I listen to my toddlers make sound effects all the time, right? So, and you could do independent if you wanted. So just a couple ideas. So obviously we did it one way where we put it on top and we were able to do all different types of chrome all mixed in there. And now we can do it where we mix it into our top coat. So it looks pretty exciting. I love it. A little bit more here. All right. That looks pretty great, actually. Kind of like it, guys. What do you think? Looks pretty good. And then, I don't know, I feel like I've just kind of lost some of this like right in the middle. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a little bit more of my top coat because we can. I'll grab a little bit more of our top coat there. Grab more of that multicolored, like purpley color. This is so color shifting. I think it has like 8 different color shifts to it. Definitely pulls off that mood ring look. So here we go, right in that center. I'm just going to do a big dollop of this. And that will make that silver nice and sharp. And it makes our pretty blue chrome stand right out, doesn't it? There we go. That's better. That's what I wanted. That does look like a mood ring, doesn't it? Wow, so does. Okay, let's go ahead and cure this. And you'll get to see everything that we completed already today. I know it was like not a very, very, very long class, but you know, this is another example of what you can do with that. So you could do, you know, if you wanted to do like that sweater effect that everybody likes, you know, you could do like a gray. You do your chrome on top of that. And then you could do a matte. I'm trying to think, because you could protect the chrome underneath if you did the whole thing matte. But then you'd have to do like a shiny top coat again, and then do this kind of work. So there's that one. There's this one. And I'll grab this one that's coming out of the lamp here quickly. All right. Here's this one. And for all of my friends out there that do the sound effects, I appreciate it. I really, really do, that I don't feel so bad. So then there's this one, and it still has that really cool, you know, chrome shifting effect underneath it. We just added some more to it. And then here are all of the white ones that we did. There's this one, just kind of like, oops, sorry, a mandala look. This one, which is more of just like the random little dots that we have. So these were just a couple of the things that we did with our chrome. So we have now done chrome 3 weeks in a row, which is really exciting. being able to kind of blend them together. We did like an ombre effect with chrome. We were able to do a mixture last week of like the matte and the shiny both. And then this week we've done more of like the artwork and the dots. This is all leading up to something that we are going to do next week. So next week we are going to actually be doing, I don't know, it's a lot more in depth as far as chrome is concerned. So, oh Joy, I'm so sorry that you're having buffering. I don't know, our internet's been a little bit wonky. They've been building, they have like 4 houses that they're building up and down my street right now. And and one of them is right across the street. And I think sometimes that causes problems, makes it so frustrating. But anyways, so here are the nails that we completed this week. Now, I promised you that we were going to have a big announcement. So I don't know if you saw my post earlier, but Cheryl Thibault has written a book, and it is entitled A Career in the Beauty Industry, Discover If It's For You. And I was able to be a contributing author, which is, I don't know, like it's such an honor and it's so exciting. So that book is available for pre-order actually right now, and it's on a website. It's misscheryl.com. That is the website. There you also can get a free ebook, and it's entitled Setback to Success. So right now we've had, COVID caused a lot of problems for a lot of businesses. And a lot of people thought, I don't know, should I even continue what it is that I'm doing? So get the free ebook, Setback to Success. And one more thing, there is a podcast that is launching this week, also on misscheryl.com. It is called The Walk of Life. And everybody that has been a contributing author to the book that Miss Cheryl wrote, she's done podcasts with them. So you get a lot of information from people that have been in the industry. I don't know, I can't even remember. I think she said like collectively, it's like 400 years of information that is available to you. So please, please, please check that out. The Career in the Beauty Industry, Discover If It's For You. So check that out on misscheryl.com. And then, like always, if you need any products, anything we use today, you can get from nailtechstore.ca in Canada, or Profiles Backstage here in the United States. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, everybody. I'm so glad you joined me for your Manny Monday. And let's keep going. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.